Hi everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition. Rule-wise, I think I was more or less doing okay. One thing I missed was to place one Doom here because of those masked ones. They have this lurker ability which says place one Doom in this space. And this doesn't really matter if they're engaged or not really. I have to do something about those dudes. But apart from this, I was okay. Of course, I forgot some special abilities, especially Agnes Baker here. Her Blood is Power ability. I could have spent really one of those remnants in order to get 2 more of those lore dice in the end. So thanks again for making me aware. Hopefully I will not forget it again. But I think, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. And again, I want to start with Marie Lameau here. Her first thing, again, will be to try to evade this ghoul priest here in order to exhaust him. I think that's really important. She gets 2 dice, so she still has her observation increased by, I think, one of her, what was it, focus actions. So yeah, let's roll a die and hope for the best here. Yes, whoo! Definitely good. So this guy again is exhausted. And now I could really thinking of evading again with Calvin right down here. I think he still only rolls 1 die. Yeah, that's the case. Yeah, simply, yeah, let's do it. And of course, again, I'm doing this with the smoky velvet ability of Marie Lameau. Yes, awesome. Oh man, this was so important, Calvin. Awesome. So those masked ones are exhausted too, so they no longer pose a threat this round. This was really huge. Awesome job, Calvin. Because Marie Lameau invaded pretty much all of her monsters, she gets an extra action for that, which means she still has her full 2 actions for this round. So I think, first of all, she definitely wants to try to get rid of this Doom, or she could also think of moving away because this ghoul priest really is a pest because she will not have an encounter. No, I think not. Let's have her move instead. So 1, 2 spaces. So this was now her official first action, and now she wants to go for this ward action here. She gets to roll 3 dice in total, and again, if we get 2 or more successes, this would be awesome. Okay, I take 1, 2. She doesn't get a remnant, but at least she was successful here with this Doom token. And that's pretty much the end of her activation. And then I want to continue with Calvin Wright. His first action will be a focus action, so he will increase his strength. So in total, he will now roll 6 dice, minus 0 in this case for the masked ones. I think that's pretty great. So let's see what we get. That's not good enough, unfortunately. That's only 1 success. I think we need 3 more to go. Yes. Again, he will use his Voice of the Messenger. So he will take 1 horror hit. He can assign it now to the until the end of time condition here, because of that reckoning we were able to remove 1 horror and 1 damage from that card. So let's reroll those dice. And again, we are still looking for 2 more hits here. And awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 4 hits in total. That's really, really huge. After this monster attacks, no, and there's not even a remnant token on this one. This was really a beast, but we can remove it no matter what. Okay, pretty awesome. Over to Agnes. Her plan for this round is to research, but in order to research, she wants to increase her observation. So she will focus once more. She's now over her focus limit, which means she has to discard one of her other focus token. Let's get rid of this influence. This token I got because I was thinking maybe I could use the influence in the general store during the last round. I didn't. So yeah, I might as well trade it in. So we are now allowed to roll 3 dice for our research action. And for each success, we can move 1 of those clue tokens to the scenario sheet. So let's see. Tough. That's only 1. Let's remove 1 of those tokens. This allows me to reroll one of those dice. I think it's still worth it. Ah, crap. I saw that 5. Okay, I will not discard the remaining token here. I think we may still need it. So yeah, let's simply take one of those clue tokens and place it onto the scenario sheet. Those were all of our actions. Let's move into the monster phase. We start with the Ghoul Priest. He will stand up and that's it. So he will not trigger his Lurker ability. Each investigator suffers 1 damage. Definitely an ugly one. Unfortunately, we still have this Nightmarish Fiend here. He will move towards Calvin, 1 and 2. He will engage Calvin. And he will also do a lot of damage. I really should have checked that earlier. Man, after this monster deals damage to investigator or an ally, it recovers that much health. Wow, that's really, really a nasty one. I should have moved away, to be honest. But I think I want to cast the Flesh Ward here again, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Again, I could now use this Remnant in order to get 2 more dice, but I have 5 already, so maybe I will rather use this Remnant, or maybe not. No, I think that's fine. Let's simply cast that spell, and let's try to prevent some wounds. That's good, awesome. So he's not taking, oops, you cannot see this. Yes, I was actually getting 2 successes here, so which means he still gets some horror hits, which brings him very close to madness. So he's at 5 out of 6. Good thing is his special ability allows him to trade this horror hits with any other ally, if I'm not mistaken. Health and or sanity, yes. But one additional thing I also forgot is the Heirloom of Hyperborea here. After you cast a spell, you may focus 1 skill of your choice. That's also pretty great. So yeah, let's give her her observation back. And if I would have paid attention, then I should have done that during my last video already. But okay, I will not take this one back. It's bad enough as it is. And I think that's pretty much it for all the monsters. So let's move into the encounter phase. Again, we will start with Agnes here at the general store again. And this time we have a normal encounter here. You swap some bows and tall tales with Mr. Hatel and the other old geezers playing checkers by the pot-bellied stove. Eventually, Davy Schaffner comes over and asks if you're planning to buy anything or if you'd kindly be quiet and leave. You may buy any number of common items from the display. Fortunately, I'm out of money and there are no free items available. So yeah, that was pretty much our encounter. Pretty disappointing. And then we move over to Marie Lambeau here in Easttown at the police station. Trembling and bloody, an officer asks you if he has gone mad or if what he saw was real. Let's do an influence test. And her influence is a 4. Awesome. And yes, this is good enough. Here's the 6. If you pass, he hands you the key to the armory and tells you to get ready for the fight. You gain 1 common item with value 4 or greater. 4 or greater. Wow. And yes, she will totally go for this pocket watch here. A common curio item, you may perform 1 additional action during your turn. This is simply amazing. Wow, that's such a great card. Of course, you are still, let's say, tied to the restriction that you can only do each action once during a round, but I think this is still very, very useful. Calvin Wright doesn't have any encounters because he's engaged with his Nightmarish Fiend, so let's draw the remaining 2 tokens. This is a blank, awesome stuff, and I already know the last one. This is another Doom we have to spawn. So let's see what we get, and it's very likely that we place it into a neighborhood where we already have, or into a space where we already have something, though that's in Southside, and it goes to Mars Boarding House. Wow, that's not good, because there's already a lot going on down there in Southside, and this is also now the unstable location. Now we put all of those tokens back into the Mythos Cup. And then we pretty much have to draw again for the remaining 2 investigators. Next is Agnes. Her first one is another blank. And this will hit us back. And we can spawn another clue. Awesome. And this time the clue goes to Uptown. So let's shuffle those 3 cards. And of course we must not forget to place a clue down there. I will do that off camera. Then it's Marie. She also has to draw her 2 tokens. Ah, another monster appears. And in this case it's a hooded stalker. That's not that big of a deal. He's spawn at Most Doom, which is again very close, so we could place them here or here. I think let's go for this location for now. Yeah, I think that's the better deal. And then we have to draw our 2nd token and another clue. This clue goes to Easttown, and I think this is really good because Marie is up there trying to get rid of some of those Doom tokens, and she can also place or get a clue now. So let's place it accordingly that we don't forget. And that's pretty much the end of the round, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I will do one more this video. This round we really have to start with Calvin here, because we need to see if he will be able to dodge this or evade this nightmarish fiend down there. He's now allowed to roll 2 dice because he's only losing 1. He could focus first, but I think I need to take his special action turn, to be honest. So I think, yeah, let's see if he can evade now, because otherwise it will be really tough for him. But I think maybe it's so important. No, let's have him focus first. I think it's still okay for him. So he will get another observation, which means he's allowed to roll 3 dice now. This is really, really important. And are you kidding me? Oh man. Okay, we will remove one of his, I think, the observation skill in order to reroll that die here. And awesome. Wow, this was so important, Calvin. Awesome job. So those guys are exhausted, and then he will use his friend indeed action in order to exchange any amount of health and or sanity with another investigator. Yeah, I think he has to do that. So he will hand over 2 of those things to, I think, Agnes, because she can also use health instead of sanity. Those were his 2 actions, yeah, but I think this was worth it. We will continue with Agnes now. Yeah, let's do that. She will move 1-2 spaces here in order to engage this hooded stalker. And then she will do an attack action, and she will roll 4 dice in total. Yeah, 2 from her strength and 2 from her revolver. I think this was really worth getting as well. And she really only needs 1 success. Yes! Wow! Awfully close, but I will take it anyway, though this hooded stalker is no more. Then it's over to Marie Lambeau. She will do the ward action first with 3 lore in total. Yes, that's good enough. So another doom is gone. And next we will trigger her Smoky Velvet. And I think we want to do that with Agnes here. So she will roll 5 dice now. 2 successes again. Awesome. Both of those doom tokens are gone. And again, she gets another remnant. Awesome stuff. Right now, she doesn't really care too much about fights. So I think she will focus. And she will focus her will for now. And keep in mind, she has a 3rd action because of her pocket watch. And with her 3rd action, she will simply move over to Hibbs Roadhouse. Okay, again, those were all of our actions. Then we come to the monsters. This guy will engage him again. So again, no encounter for Calvin this round. And the Ghoul Priest, he will now trigger his Lurker ability. Each investigator suffers 1 damage, but I think that's not that big of a deal, at least not yet. And of course, I'm assigning the damage for Calvin to his and until the end of time condition. Encounters! I think this time I want to start with Marie here at Hibbs Roadhouse. And it seems we are having an event. Patrons inundate with your stories of how you inspire them to fight the threat beneath Arkham. You or an ally recovers 2 sanity. You listen to each story and observation test. Unfortunately, no, we don't have any hits here. But let's still do her observation test. Ah, that's not good enough. Another investigator. No, I cannot use the intervene spell apparently. So I will give away this focus token. Let's re-roll one of those dice. Ah, that's a 1. Should I do that again? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yes. I think I will also discard the second focus token. And this is a 1. Are you kidding me? Okay. I failed. Very disappointed. If you fail, they talk endlessly. You become delayed. Which for her is actually not that big of a deal because she has 3 actions. In this case, you really only lose 1 of your actions when you stand up from being delayed. This event card again gets shuffled back into the top 3 cards. So we are not losing the chance here of getting this clue token. Then it's Mars Boarding House, or it's Agnes here, and it's very likely that we can spend some money in order to heal. Problem is we are out of money, but we are also not that hurt. But yeah, let's see what we get first. And if you have seen some of the other playthroughs, you will definitely notice some of those events because all those basic locations only come with 8 cards each. So yeah, you arrive just in time for dinner. Ma places the heaping plate of roast beef, carrots and potatoes in front of you and wipes her hands on her apron. Ella recovers 2 health. Second helping, dearie, asks Ma, holding another plate. You may spend $1 for you and Ella to recover 2 health. Okay, we get to recover 2 health, which is not too bad actually, as we all have a wound. So yeah, she healed, and she healed for free. But overall, not that great of an encounter. And then it's already Mythos time. So let's see, Calvin Wright here. Another Doom. And this goes here to the general store and the graveyard. That's 2. Are you kidding me? So that's 1 here and 1 here. So far we are still doing okay, I guess. But as you know, things can go south pretty damn soon in this game. And second is a blank. Okay, I take it. Over to Ignis. Her first token is a gate burst. So this can be pretty nasty. We will place 3 tokens into Rivertown. Oh, why there? Why there? So we really have to do something about that. 1, 2, and 3, because 1 more token here and something nasty will happen because of that outbreak card in the codex here. The space has 4 or more dooms. Wow. Let's draw the next Mythos token, and I shuffled in those discard, put it in the back of the event deck off camera. And yes, we will place yet another doom. So this can be really bad now. Yes, this can be really bad. And it's the same card, the general store and the graveyard. General store is fine, graveyard is not. Let's have another look at the outbreak card, because I know something terrible will happen. Remove 3 doom from that space, then place 1 doom in each other space in that neighborhood and 1 doom on the scenario sheet. Okay. Oh no, and that's so bad. So 1, 2, and 3. We will place 1 on the scenario sheet. I will do that off camera. We will place 1 in the Black Cave and we will place 1 in the general store. And guess what? What just happened? Exactly the same thing. We will remove 3 of those tokens. 1 goes up there, 1 goes here, and 1 goes there. Wow, what a terrible card, event card for us. Are you kidding me? We already have 3 doom on our scenario sheet and only 1 clue. And we are awfully close to do the same exercise here again in the Black Cave sooner or later. Wow. Over to Marie Lambeau. We have a blank. I will take the blank. And we have another monster. Oof, hate that. And in this case we have a flesh eater, a monster, a ghoul, spawn at unstable space, which is general store or the graveyard. He will move and engage the highest strength, which is again Calvin Wright. He's not that big of a deal in respect to the damage he does. Okay, he's definitely beatable, and I think we will place the Flesh Eater here into the general store. It's closer to Calvin Wright, but I think I have to move down Marie Lambeau here to the Black Cave. Oh no, he goes to the graveyard or the Black Cave. No, in this case it doesn't really matter. No, I thought it was a Black Cave. No, okay, in this case it doesn't really matter. But again, I have to move her down in order to get rid of some of those Doom tokens sooner or later. Okay, those were all of our Mythos tokens. And I think I will end my playthrough for today. I'm not really doing much progress. I was really hoping for at least one more clue on the scenario sheet. But yeah, she was not doing good. Sooner or later, someone has to move down here to Uptown in order to gather some of those clues. They're really important. And we really have to think about some of those monsters. The Ghoul Priest is currently not our major concern. I'm really more afraid of this nightmarish fiend down there, because he will get down Calvin Wright relatively soon. Yeah, we really have to do something about that. But okay, I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough. Again, make me aware of all the rule mistakes I'm doing, all the tiny little things I'm forgetting. Really appreciate the input, folks. And yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.